Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Liz and this is Let's Get Lizical, where we do everything card making. My new format is not applicable to this video because I did this well over a month ago. I actually did this for September's prompt, but realized it was the wrong month to do it. So this is my hashtag HCHJ2025, which stands for Holiday Card Hijinks. Challenge that we do on the 25th of every month, where we make Christmas cards, and this month's prompt was gingerbread. So I am using the Christmas Wonder die set. This is supposed to coordinate with an envelope set that Spellbinders has, but I don't have that, and I bought this just for the separate images in the set. So there's a poinsettia, there's candy, and there's bells and candy canes and gifts and ornaments and stuff, but I like this little gingerbread guy and I wanted to make a background out of him. I left this in here, which is a mistake. I was originally going to use the Woodsy from Simon's Positively Saturated line, but decided to go back to my normal dough ink from Lawn Fawn to ink blend because it was looking a little bit more like burnt gingerbread, and the dough kind of matches a little bit better with the Kraft cardstock that I used to cut these out. I did the majority of these off camera just because it took so long to cut and then glue all the dark brown pieces into the in-between layers. I kind of sandwiched them between two layers of the gingerbread. So I actually cut twice as many of the gingerbread guys that I needed, and then I glued two of them together, sandwiching the dark brown underneath it, and then I'm just ink blending a little bit on the edges to give it that little bit of a cookie finish, and then we're just gonna put these onto a Nina Desert Storm background, which you'll see here in a sec. I cut that out in a, I think, 3.5 by 4 3/4 inch measurement, and then there's going to be a candy cane stripe pattern background from Michelle V. Park's collection. It's premium cardstock, very well printed, nice and thick, so I decided to use that for this card. This would be fun if I maybe did the green candy cane background, which I also have from her, and maybe did the the peppermint candies. That might make a fun background. That's a good idea, actually, now that I think about it. Again, I did this a month ago, then realized I was too early for it, so I just kind of left it. So I actually had to rewatch this to see what I did, which I do anyway. Even if I just film it, I usually watch through the video to see if there's any areas I can cut out. So areas where I have to maybe take a bathroom break or go away from my desk to grab foam tape or something like that. I usually cut those areas out. So I did that with this, and actually seeing how I made the card again. So yeah, I think a peppermint background one would be fun. Maybe I won't film that one, but maybe I will just put it up on my Instagram to show you guys in November, December, when we start doing the holiday card series. Which will be actually the entire month of November will be my holiday card series, and then in December I just usually do quick last minute kind of videos for everybody, just in case you need something quickly. So we'll probably stick to that format going forward. And then again, I usually post more pictures up on my Instagram and Facebook. So if you want to follow me over on there as well, you do get extra content. Some weeks, like the last couple of weeks, I haven't been posting as much because I've been very busy moving things. If you've seen my new video opening, I have moved everything over from my website to my Etsy shop because it's just much more economical and it's easier. Obviously Etsy takes a bit of a cut, but it's not enough for me to really complain about it, and my website was costing me more money than I was making, so a 20-cent listing every 3 months is fine as long as it's making me a little bit. My physical products will only be shipping to Canada right now until further notice, and I will still see if I can get them into stores in Canada that might be willing to ship elsewhere. I'll let you know how that goes. It's just taking me some time to get around to that. And I now have digital copies available for all of my sets. So Sassy Santa, the birthday balloons, the Merry Creepmas, and the Happy Haunting all have digital copies. So if you are interested in those, you can head on over to my Etsy shop for that. My Etsy shop will be linked in the description down below if you want to check it out. I also have 3D box card cut files. I had a bunch that had also expired, so I reinstated those, plus a couple of more cut files that I had. Originally, my Etsy shop was a lot of just like cut files, and I was looking through all my expired ones because at one point I was like, okay, these aren't really selling either, so I kind of took them off the auto renewal. But some of them, I'm like, you know what, these are really good cut files, so I would like to reinstate those. So I am slowly going to be working on some more cut files. I'm going to be working on some more digital stamps, which is what we'll be doing going forward for a while anyway. And I have some really fun ideas and some old sketches that I would like to turn into, you know, one-off images kind of thing. And I will still continue to do sets. Like my physical stamp sets, I will do digital ones similar to that. And then I have some planned that, like, I wanted to do a Mother's Day and Father's Day stamp last year that I didn't get around to because I didn't absolutely love it. But now that it's digital, like, it doesn't matter as much. Like, I liked it, but I think the sentiments on them, some of them needed a bit of work. So maybe I can work on that, and then we'll have some, like, sentiment digital stamps to also release. So stay tuned for that. If you are on Etsy, just go to Let's Get Lizical. Again, it'll be in the description down below, but if you want to search it, just type Let's Get Lizical to find the shop. And if you favorite the shop, you'll get updates when I upload more. Also, if you're a part of my mailing list, I also send updates out there. I have to figure out how to set up a mailing list through Etsy now, if I can. If not, just either message me down below or DM me through Instagram or Facebook, and I can add you to the mailing list if you would like to be added. But anyway, let's go back to the card. I just wanted to give you guys an update because I forgot to do that in yesterday's video. And right now I am going to stamp and heat emboss the sentiment. It's from a Lawn Fawn set, which again will be linked in the description down below. I don't remember what it's called offhand, but it was kind of fitting. It says have a sweet holiday, have a very sweet holiday, which goes with the gingerbread theme. I also added in some pops of color in white in the background, just to add in a little bit of that white throughout and give it a little bit more texture. I could have done this with a white gel pen as well, but I decided to pull out my pops of color. For the sentiment, I'm just going to cut it into a strip and then add that towards the bottom of the card. I also added a bit of a like gingerbread head there at the bottom. You can kind of see it in the top left screen. I ended up taking that off just because once I put the sentiment on, it was a little bit too busy for me, so I cut that off. Well, I didn't cut it off, I took it off afterwards. It is in the final image still, but I think I took it off after that. And then the sentiment strip, I backed it 2 more times on the red cardstock just to give it a little bit of stability, because it will be going over the gingerbread that are already popped up on foam tape. So I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to be flimsy and get crushed or anything. But I really do love the way that this card turned out. And again, I think a peppermint candy in the green with the green stripe background pattern paper from Michelle would be a great option. So I will probably do one of those off camera and share that on my Instagram soon. But yeah, so thanks again for joining me for today, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and let me know your thoughts. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe because I'd love to have you here, and follow me over on Instagram and Facebook for additional inspiration. So until next time, thanks guys, bye.